Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost, giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east. Call halal, la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, the water, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect. My name is Maka'ala, and today I want to talk about earthquakes. Alright. And ye shall hear, Matthew 24, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. And right now we are seeing all of that. All right, all of that is taking place right now on Earth. All right, you're seeing countries talking about going to war. You're seeing different rumors of wars. All right, you're seeing actual wars. All right, and those and wars, these wars leading to famines. All right, people can't get access to food in some areas, and also famines. Even for non-war reasons. All right, you're seeing pestilences, which is just another word for diseases. Outbreaks, pandemics, earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and this number is what drew me to this article. All right, at least 144 killed in Myanmar after earthquake, as 100 missing in Bangkok skyscraper collapse. All right, now check that shit out, man. Shit's crazy. Is at least 144 people have been killed and 730 injured in Myanmar following a powerful earthquake. The death toll and injuries are expected to rise, Senior General Min Aung Hlaing said on television. A 7.7 magnitude quake struck around midday local time at a shallow depth of 6 miles, with the epicenter about 10 miles from the second city of Mandalay. There were also aftershocks, with one measuring a strong 6.4 magnitude 12 minutes later. Neighboring Thailand was also rocked by the earthquake, with 9 people killed in the capital, Bangkok, including 8 workers who died after a 33-story skyscraper, which had been under construction, collapsed. All right, and that was probably the video we saw right there. The rescuers searching through the rubble of the tower block for survivors have said more than 100 people were missing. It says in Myanmar, buildings in 5 cities and towns collapsed, along with a railway bridge and a road bridge on the Yangon-Mandalay Expressway. Look at that shit. That shit's looking like a bomb hit it. A rescue worker from the Mo Saidanar charity group said it had retrieved at least 60 bodies from monasteries and buildings in Pimanar, near the capital Naypyidaw, and more people were trapped. Building collapsed in front of my eyes. We all ran out of the house as everything started shaking, a Mandalay resident said. I witnessed the 5-story building collapse in front of my eyes. Everyone in my town is out on the road and no one dares to go back inside buildings. I said, put the fear of the Lord in people, man. Put the fear of the Lord. They say that this is the largest earthquake in this region in nearly 80 years. All right. And that just goes to show you, man, Yahweh Shai is right around the corner. All right. 2nd Ezra 16, verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. All right. And those plagues, that's talking about everything that was mentioned in Matthew 24 and then some. Right. The wars, famines, pestilences, earthquakes. All right. Not just earthquakes, man. You know, you got hurricanes, tornadoes. Barak the Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. All right, so you got earthquakes, tornadoes, tsunamis, all types of natural disasters. Even man-made natural disasters like them fires in California. Barak the Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. All right, Salakia. So we're seeing all of that. All right, those are the plagues. All right, verse 38. As when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son, for 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her wombs, which pains, when a child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. All right, I was looking at birth pains, birth contractions. These contractions are the rhythmic tightening and relaxing of the muscles in your uterus, which help prepare for childbirth and push the fetus down the birth canal. So, they start getting more and more frequent. It says they are regular and get closer together, often starting every 15 minutes and then every 10 minutes. So if the Lord is using the metaphor of Yahweh Shai's return, if the Lord is using the metaphor of a woman giving birth, all right, to describe Yahweh Shai's return, that means that, these contractions, these things that we're seeing, these events, plagues, all right, these plagues, which are the contractions, you're going to be seeing them happening much more frequently, and then much more frequently, and then much more frequently until they start happening, let's say probably something once a month, and then once every 3 weeks you're going to be seeing something, and once every 2 weeks. Then it's going to get to a point, some crazy shit's going to be happening every week, and then every day. All right. Verse 39 is, I was going to read it in Spanish. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So they're not, those birth pains, they don't slack. All right. And people are going to mourn. They're going to mourn for the destruction. They're going to mourn for the death of their families. And then they're going to mourn when they see Yahweh Shai and they knew they weren't prepared. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope the video is edifying. Shalom.